everybody, this is Marilyn with MKR Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make an easy watercolor card front. This is actually just one little component of the card. You're going to want to do more to it when you're done, but if you like the look of watercolor, like the look of watercolor cards, this is the video for you. So you are going to need some ink. I use archival acid-free permanent waterproof. You want to make sure it's waterproof ink by Ranger, because we're going to be adding water to our picture, so we need to have waterproof ink. You need a watercolor pad. This is a small pad. I buy this one especially for making cards. It's a 4x6 inch. It's by Master's Touch, and I get this at Hobby Lobby, and they have all different kinds, sizes of watercolor pads, from this size to the large. But I picked this up because it works perfect for card making. Then you're going to need some watercolor pencils. These are by Fine Touch. I also got these at Hobby Lobby, and these were $9.99, but I can guarantee I probably did not pay $9.99. I probably bought them on sale or used my 40% off coupon. If you download their app, there's a 40% off coupon that is on there that you can take 40% off any regular priced item in the store, but it's just one. Then a stamp, whatever stamp you want to use for the front of your card. This one happens to just be flowers. They're sunflowers. I'm doing a card with these. I've done others with a little girl on it. She's a sweet little thing, and done some with farm scenes and such on it too. And then you need a water pen. This is by Jane Davenport, and it's very simple. This end comes off, you fill it with water, and then here's your brush end, and you just gently squeeze here with the water to get the water to come out, and you can control your water that way. So I use a mat, a very thin foam mat when I stamp, just so I can make sure that I am pressing down everywhere. So if it happens to be some part of my stamp that is not quite level, which does happen occasionally, I can press, and that part will also be stamped on my stamper. So I'm going to put that aside. I've already stamped my image for today, so I don't need to restamp it. And I'm going to just start out. I am not an artist, so I do things the simple way. So I'm going to just start out by coloring my picture, and I will probably break away and speed this part up if I can for you. So I have the golden yellow that I am using to color this part. I do have different shades of yellow. There's 36 colors in there, so if you are more artistic and able to do more of a shading type thing, you certainly can do that. So I'm going to break away now, and I will finish coloring this picture, and I will be back. We have this all colored now, and I know before I said I'm not an artist, and I'm a crafter, and in some ways crafters are artists. We can try and make something exactly like someone else made it, But truth be told, we're still putting ourselves into it. And that's exactly what artists do. They put themselves into it. Some artists are very good at drawing exact replicas of things. And the artist who drew this flower did a beautiful job of doing this flower. They add a lot of shading in their stamps for you, so you don't have to do all of that. But now I've taken that artist's stamp and I'm putting my touch to it and making it mine, so that also makes us an artist. So like I said, you can try and totally copy somebody's work, but it's yours because you put yourself into it. No two artists do exactly the same. So we're just going to kind of rough up the paint on this watercolor. If you watch any channels like Amy Tan, on Amy Tangerine, she uses this water brush and uses it in regular watercolors as a brush rather than when she travels, rather than taking other brushes and needing something for water. She does this. I've seen her. She does the most beautiful lettering work just using this brush. She'll write people's names for them when she goes to like Creative Asian, or when she goes to the planner, well, for planners, I think it's called the planner convention, and she'll write people's names for them on different things, their planners, their name tags, things like that. And she uses this with watercolor and does an amazing job. I wish I was that talented. So we're just kind of going over this with water, so it doesn't really look like a pencil, but looks more like brush strokes, like we painted it. So you just kind of need to go over and get rid of the looks of that paint. You want to, or looks of the pencil. You want it to look like you painted it with the watercolor. You want to be careful not to mix your colors. And I know I've watched other artists, actual quote artists, that do watercolors. The Frugal Crafter, she's a watercolorist and she does beautiful work. And she a lot of times puts water on her paper before she even starts painting it. I've never tried that. I don't know if I would like that. I don't know if it would turn out well for me. She does amazing artwork also, and she shows you how, as her name says, Frugal Crafter, how to work with what you have already. But she does an amazing job on her channel. You'll have to check her out also. She has a very happy, high energy to her work, and then she shows you some of the watercolors she freehands, and she does show how to do that on some of her videos, and it's just amazing. I have not attempted to do that. I would have to run her video while I was trying to do that, and I do not have any good watercolors to work with. Maybe sometime in the future I'll decide to get some of those, but right now I'm using watercolor pencils, and I originally bought these to color in the adult coloring books several years ago when those were really first came out and were really popular. I thought, oh, this would be fun. Give me something, you know, to color that will help me relax while I'm watching TV and that kind of thing. And then when I discovered YouTube, I discovered other ways of using my watercolor pencils, and so I have graduated on. So this is the finished product. You want to set this aside and leave it flat to dry so it's nice and flat for your card. Now, something like this you would want to either put something around it to kind of frame it. You could fussy cut it out and use it that way. I personally would probably use a framelit and put an oval frame around it, cut that out, and then or possibly cut a piece of cardstock this size and put the framelit in the middle to cut out a frame for this to go behind. and then pop it up on a card. The ways you can use this are just endless. So get on your crafty thoughts and make yourself a beautiful watercolor card today. So have a great day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button down in the corner. And I will see you later. Happy crafting, everyone.